leaders trying to take the credit. And now NCP stated that first of all Rajiv Gandhi ji has tabled the bill, and later Sharad Pawar ji has implemented it in the Maharashtra 33% women reservation. So several political parties or political leaders trying to take the credit. How do you see this?
Very good, yeah. Let them all take the credit. That is not the issue here. While taking the credit, they should just support the bill, vote for the bill, not object for it. Because when we look at the history, at certain times TMC has abstained from voting. Sometimes RJD had objected. I think once or twice BJP, when it was passing in Rajya Sabha and subsequently in Lok Sabha, BJP had certain objections at that point of time. So when you look at the history of women's reservation bill in the past 28 years, at different timelines, different parties have objected on various issues. Now that is why I was concerned. My apprehension is only that you will never know which party will come up with what objection. So if the government can be more transparent, more inclusive, and if they can properly work out that these parties won't have any objections, it will pass easily. Otherwise also, this government has a historic opportunity to pass it single-handedly, because only BJP itself has enough majority to pass this bill. But we should just have to wait and watch. If their political will drive them all the way through, I really hope it does, because if this time we miss, again it will take 10-15 years for the women of India to rise up and fight for this issue and get this momentum. Fortunate that such a serious decision, although a very welcoming and a very good decision and good news for the whole of the nation, has not been officially communicated by the cabinet themselves. And as usual, this government breaks everything on TV. Although there was a parliament session today, Honorable Prime Minister Garu or anybody, any other minister could themselves have stated it in the parliament, shared the news with the nation, and taken all of the opposition into confidence that we are taking up this important bill. It is important that we pass. See, there could be a slip between the lip and the cup. So this has happened earlier with women's reservation bill. So my only worry is that government should seriously work towards bringing about a consensus among all the political parties. Yes, one major advantage is this current ruling government has complete majority in the Lok Sabha. But yet, till now we do not have clarity that if they are going to introduce the same bill, or will they introduce a completely different bill, or what is it that is proposed in the bill, what are the statements and objectives of the bill. Nothing is clear. And if this is such a good bill which is coming out, everybody is welcoming it. Why so much enigma around it? Nobody is understanding. Now it's unfortunate trend that this government has started. Everything we should know only from the TV sources. So every channel today is breaking, saying that the women's reservation bill will be introduced. So we welcome it. BRS has already stated in 2014, not now, that in whichever format women's reservation bill, whenever is introduced in the Lok Sabha, we will support it. And our honorable leader KCR Garu has reiterated his stand just a couple of days back, saying that we will support the women's reservation bill whenever introduced. So we will do that. We will walk the talk. Whenever women's reservation bill is introduced, we will support it. Women coming into the assemblies and parliaments, we don't specially have to say how women work hard, how women can raise sensitive issues, how women can raise the issues of national importance in a very subtle way which will enrich the country and democracy of this nation. But only issue here is, will this government be able to take everybody into consensus and make sure the bill passes without any hiccup? Because they have done so in the past. They have passed Triple Talaq bill, they have passed Article 370, they are talking about various other bills, they have passed GST, they have passed demonetization, so they can do it. But they have, being in government, they have delayed it for 9 years, despite them putting this issue in their both manifestos, both in 2014 and 2019. So ultimately, the fear among people who really want this bill to happen is, will the arrogance of this government itself will become a hurdle, or does the brute majority will let it out? I think comes true. I really hope the majority comes in handy and the bill gets passed. But in that case, nobody knows what is going to be in that bill. So at least women should know. People of this country should know. So in a democracy, transparency also matters. your best of intentions will not be understood by the people unless and until you are transparent. And there is nothing to hide in this. If you want more women in parliament, yes, we welcome it. But don't we want women from every section of society? Don't we want OBCs? Don't we want SCs, STs? What are we doing with the subsections, reservations, etc.? All of these issues have to be discussed to prevent any last minute hiccup. That is the worry. But otherwise, it's a welcome.